Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and although we've got Halloween events going on right now, we just got news about Thanksgiving events in the official Rise of Kingdoms Discord server. So if you like getting news in advance of when it actually lands in game, consider subscribing to the channel, and let's review, because there's some big stuff in here, including a new king skill that counters ranged combat, and also, well, big stuff. You'll see timestamps in the description to jump to what you want. Thanksgiving events around the corner. I won't spend a lot of time on this because we've seen this before. If you just do a search for Chisgule Thanksgiving Rise of Kingdoms on YouTube, you'll find a bunch of those old events, and maybe I'll have a card at the end of this video showcasing some of those events. Now, they're also updating Ark of Osiris. They're making changes to the Silver Battlefield. This is the less competitive game mod. A brand new map is coming for the Silver Battlefield. The map is more compact with fewer buildings and simplified building types. The number of governors on each team has been reduced from 30 to 15. The match duration has been reduced to 30 minutes. So this is the faster paced Ark, I think, maybe we were promised. Lowered the individual points required to earn rewards. The number of coordinators per team has changed to 3. I will say this. I used to play Ark every single time that it showed up. It was a big part of my life, and it no longer is. And the level of coordination it takes to be on a top tier team is extremely high. And, you know, like an hour plus on the weekend is premium time. So I think cutting it down to 30 minutes is a W. Not that I don't enjoy competitive game modes, but like it's cool to see it a shortened version if that's what you want. Other adjustments. In the Golden Battlefield, the number of coordinators per team has been changed to 5. Your Ark of Osiris individual stats will now be split into Golden and Silver Battlefield. When enabling balanced mode in Ark of Osiris custom matches, your commander's talents, equipment, and troops loadouts will default, oh cool, to your settings from the last time you used balanced mode. Very good. Combat optimization. Now we get to the big stuff. Tapping and holding the Return to City button on the world map interface will open a zoom level radial menu. You can use the menu to quickly adjust your camera to one of the available preset zoom levels. This is a feature I requested a while ago where I said I want to zoom to as zoomed as I can be, but still be in dot mode, right? I basically want to be as close to the action as I can, but still have dot mode. Also, there are times where like you zoom out and you're like too far out unintentionally and you like can't issue commands to your troops. This sounds like a potentially really awesome solution here. Replace the old Allied Info filter mode with a new Unified filter mode. This new mode allows you to quickly filter out allied, enemy, and your own troops. It also allows you to select which specific elements, commander portraits or troop models, to display or not display. I also think this is a big deal. Long ago, I said that in big fights, it's too hard to tell what's happening. One way to solve this, as they've been doing, which I think has been really good, is to reduce the number of elements on the screen to the minimum that you actually need to play and really enjoy the game. So I think this is a cool change. They've added in a quick command setting, which if enabled, when you have a troop selected, tapping an open space on the map will order the troop to move there, and tapping the target will order the troop to attack it. So quick command sounds really cool. If you have the attack march feature enabled, tapping and holding the location will order your selected troop to attack march there. This sounds like a faster way to issue commands to your troops, hence the name quick command, which like a lot of this stuff, we're going to have to experience it to know how it really feels, but it sounds really good. You can select which types of targets your troops are allowed to target using quick commands. If you quick command a troop to attack a target belonging to an unselected target type, it will not attack. All right. So maybe that means like don't attack an ally. Added the combat VFX quality setting that allows you to adjust the quality of combat visual effects. This is really cool because I would basically turn down all the combat VFX. Not that I don't want to see them, but that like I want to be able to see what I'm doing. If the number of troop portraits being displayed on screen exceeds the limit, displaying the portraits closer to the center of the screen will be given greater priority, and portraits towards the edges will be given lower priority. All right. All types of battle reports will now display a battle evaluation. Rally and garrison battle reports will use the new battle evaluation rules. Really curious to see what that is. When dispatching troops to attack barbarians, the auto recommendation system will be less likely to recommend commanders who specialize in gathering. Yeah, there are times where I'm like, I've rallied a barb fort the last like tens of thousands of times with the same combo. Like, what if every time I rally a barb fort, you use the same combo I used last time even? Optimize troop animations. They should now be able to more smoothly march around turns. Cool. Good. Lost Kingdom optimization. Adjusted the rules for spawning support skills in Heroic Anthem and deleted a number of infrequently used skills. In addition, epic commanders have been added to bastions. This change will only take effect in Lost Kingdoms that begin after the update. The level cap for barbarians in Season of Conquest Kingdoms has been increased to 40. The level cap for resource points has been increased to 8. Ooh, wait. So we get level 40 barbs. Is this in Home Kingdoms? Or it looks like this is Home Kingdom, but it says Lost Kingdom optimization. Level cap for barbs in Season of Conquest Kingdoms. It doesn't say in KVK specifically. Because like in KVK specifically, you already have higher barbs. I mean, this could be amazing, actually. Dude, the quality of life stuff we've been getting very recently is like so cool. I feel very validated that I've been saying for years, like, hey, we should do things like this. And like, here they all are all of a sudden. Adjusted the difficulty of each stage of the Past Glory event. This change will only take effect in Lost Kingdoms that begin after the update. Okay. Both the Kingdom Chronicles and the Lost Kingdom Chronicles will now show the default duration of each chapter. Very cool. Also added a reminder tooltip, the chapters that will end immediately if their objective is achieved. Yeah, I feel like if you want more people to play the events in this game, make it easier to know when the events are, right? And I get that some of the Chronicles are variable, so you could show a date and time range, but like, wouldn't it be cool if you could just look at a Chronicle and see when it was going to happen? Or look at a pass and like see when it's scheduled to open or the range of time in which it might open? Like today, there's a lot of things that fall on the alliance leaders to organize and coordinate. And I think the extent to which alliance leaders drive the fun in this game is actually like very, 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 very remarkable. So reducing that burden on the leaders for things as simple as like, hey, when is the pass going to open is awesome. The maximum number of coalition markers has been increased in 10 to 20. That's really awesome. And now we get into event optimization. The Viking Commander event series is about to make landfall. Legend of the North Sea, choose your preferred commander and claim amazing prizes every day. The Will to Skill, use universal commander sculptures to upgrade certain commander's skills to earn a ton of rewards. I don't know how I feel about the game dictating who I use commander sculptures on. But okay. Very interesting. The above events will only be available in regions where all kingdoms have existed for at least 21 days. This is only older kingdoms. It's going to be interesting to see this. The Champions of Olympia update. Champions of Olympia is a game mode I feel like I should love. And I keep saying I'd love to try to get back into it. The new map, Hierophant Valley, did I pronounce that correctly? Will feature different levels of Hierophant flags. Capture the flags to earn points. Oh, okay. Fixed an issue with balance mode, where museum bonuses did not take effect. All right, cool. Increase the maximum number of mechanisms you can use in each instance of Dalruk's puzzle box. Hey, yo. Whales get to whaling. Adjusted the rules of the commander trial event for returning players. When using legendary commander sculptures to upgrade a trial commander's skills, the sculptures will now be used to upgrade their skills directly rather than first being exchanged for the commander's exclusive sculptures. Not sure I totally understand this, but okay. And new Black Friday bargains are about to hit. Cool. Don't miss the doorbuster. I've covered Black Friday deals in the past. Usually I make a video. I've stopped making videos about the bundles that show up and the value of the bundles as soon as they drop, because I feel like we've been getting the same style of bundles for the last X number of years. But maybe the Black Friday bargain bundle could be worth sort of getting a look at that. Other optimizations, king skill adjustments. They added the Inspire king skill to kingdoms in season 2 or later. Inspire skill targets one of your kingdom's troops. Kingdom melee troops within a certain range of the target will take reduced ranged damage and deal increased ranged counterattack. Oh my gosh. We're countering ranged combat, boys and girls. The cooldown of the banish skill has been reduced from 72 to 24 hours. Hey, look, I said long ago, long ago, before banish even worked the way it does today, which is something I advocated for a long time, that like a kingdom has to be able to control bad actors and stop them from ruining the experience of the people that are just trying to have community together. So I love the reduction from 72 to 24 hours. I don't think this really diminishes what can be done in a civil war, because in a civil war, the reality is that like if you have territory in a zone, you'll just teleport back in. So it's like not a problem. This is really cool. In the Commander Talents interface, you can now see what percentage of governors have selected a given talent. We have this in Call of Dragons, and I think this is a very, very cool ad. Just because a lot of people have done it doesn't mean it's right, but I still think it's very, very cool. Because if you don't know what you're doing, like, hey, doing what most people are doing is not a terrible way to go, right? I mean, it's certainly like, look, you got to understand, like, you're watching this YouTube channel because you want to get value and smash your enemies, but like the percentage of people who play Rise of Kingdoms and actually watch YouTube is extremely, 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 extremely small. Like if you look at the numbers for the people that are subscribed to my channel, like 250,000, and you look at the number, and that's over the course of 6 years, and you look at the number of people over the 6 years that have played Rise of Kingdoms, didn't they say it was like over 100 million or approaching 100 million, right? Like it is a small fraction of people that really go the extra mile to get good. So hopefully I help you get good. Or at least I entertain you at times. Added remastered models for 8 commanders. Cool. They talked about how they were going to do that. On the trust page of these commanders, you can see the new switch models button. You can go between the old and the new. If you like the old model better, you just use the old one. Updated skill. That's honestly kind of smart, actually. I really like that choice, right? Because people are always going to complain. And realistically, some number of people will like the old one more. They just are. So like, yeah, let them have the old one. Fine. Sure. Updated the skill descriptions for Kusunoki, Tommy, Thea. Wait, skill description changes. Pakal, Wallace, Skippy, A, to unify the terminology. Effects that remove debuffs are now referred to as cleanse. Oh, I like this. Whereas effects to remove buffs will now be referred to as dispel. I like that. These changes are purely textual and will have no impact on the actual effects of these skills. Okay, cool. I like that. Updated the campaign page. Champions of Olympia and Soroli Crisis have been added to the campaign page. The campaign page will show you unlock requirements, major rewards, and your current progress for each game mode. Oh, okay. Flux script gifting optimization. Hey, yo. Added a log for Flux scripts you sent in received. Added more detailed display of Flux scripts you can send and claim each month. That's fine. There's a chat optimization here. Optimize the display of battle reports and armaments shared in chat channels. And added a threads board for Lost Kingdom. All right, cool. Couple other things here. Optimized and unified troop shortcuts for PC. That sounds interesting. Increase the effects of upgrading your scout camp. You can now dispatch multiple scouts at a time. Added new commander stories for Ragnar and Ragnar Prime. Adjusted the descriptions of butterfly effect and causative inscriptions to more accurately reflect their actual effects. This kind of thing makes me really, really, really anxious, personally, because, like, I don't know, people make choices already based on what they do or do not do. So although the effect hasn't changed, like, unless you're a scientist with a PhD in reportology, like, you don't actually know what things do. Anyways, we'll be interested to see what the changes are for that. Removed all city-themed debuffs. It's happening, chat. It is actually happening. Chat terminology tooltips. When certain commonly used terms or phrases appear in the chat, such as MGE or gold heads, they'll be highlighted and underlined. Oh, cool. Cool. Overall, very hyped for this update. Honestly, the developers are bringing a ton of awesome stuff to the game, and you love to see it. 10 out of 10. If you've got any thoughts down below in the comments, definitely let me know. I feel like some city themes are now like way more overpowered than others. Specifically the ones that benefit all troop types just a little bit. Like now the city theme that gives you healing speed plus troop health actually is just a lot better. Like way better than it used to be. And I wonder the extent to which we move people away from the city theme that gives you skill damage, so it doesn't benefit everything, and more in the direction for a lot of players to like the healing speed, right? Because like healing speed good, speed up's good. And the developers said they're going to be giving us a resource refund, maybe at the end of KVKs, but not a speed up refund. So reduce speed up cost lets your healing mileage go a little bit further. If you enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, consider subscribing. If you want to see the other big stuff the developers promised would come to the game from the developer, what was it, the Q&A? I'll have a card over here. That video, dude, it's a banger. Like the stuff they revealed is amazing. Love it. Watch the vid.